So here we are with episode 5 of I'm in Love with the Villainess. Last episode was pretty cheesy, but not on like the level of where we're about to have a fondue sort of cheesy. But it seems like this episode we're gonna get right into the night exam, so we'll just have to see, will Rei and Claire get into the into the nights or whatever? We'll just have to see. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access to non-seasonal and some seasonal shows in the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. It's a cute slime. Come on now, Claire. A commoner is a commoner, a monster is a monster. Ralaire. Ralaire. Oh, God, I just want to say Lala. Damn. You're savage. Misha's just over like, ah. Alright, she is definitely going to. Oh, she's excited for this? Oh, any beautiful lady, huh? Wow, we can even. Misha, can I go to sleep now? Show it to everyone? Show it to everyone how beautiful it is. Beautiful I am. Get the familiar pack? I object. I vehemently object. Is that a reference? This is the part where I say, all you fucking light novel readers out there telling me about the fact that Ralaire, what fucking slimed it, telling me that it's a combination between Rei and Claire, and then here in this episode they fucking explain it to me anyways. God, impatient, impatient motherfuckers. That's the one thing that upsets me, when people say something that's going to be explained in the next episode. Especially if I didn't figure it out, you don't have to. Just wait. Just wait until the anime is over. This song has been kind of been in my head for well, since it's kind of started. Maybe in like week 2, I think. I do like it. Wow, she did it. We're together. Can't win, Claire, can't win. Thane is in last place of everybody else in terms of the top 10. Oh, she just wants to be closer to you, huh? Well, yeah, sure, that too, but also, you know. No, I won't. I mean, what are you? Alright, what if she gets in though? Yeah, I'm like, what? God, cute little blush. I don't care about his name. He's just the vice president. Oh! Suddenly, we're in a tournament arc. Oh my god. Have we ever seen some like advanced technology? When they had like the speakers on, like the headsets and shit? Like what? This sounds like Pokemon music. Look, you don't understand how it feels to be a middle child. Look, what if Thane just flies? You know, those are some pretty pointy ice. Oh. You've fallen for my trap card. Thane's out here like, yeah, I'm just gonna win it through brute force. Misha. Sad. She's already defeated. You know, I was recently watching a balloon tower defense. It's just a bunch of monkeys popping balloons. That's how I have in my head right now. Oh, she's also wind, right? Is she using wind to make a high frequency noise? How about this, he says, as he does the same thing again? Oh no! Surely, there's nothing she can do about this. This truly is a fucking Pokemon battle. Rod uses the same attack again. Mm-hmm. Only intermediates. Ah. She'll be fine. Ran out of, oh, ah. Of course. Someone's happier. What's up, Thane? Staring at the ship slime for? Where does wind come from? You guys are in a magical barrier. Unless you're telling me wind. Why, I mean, I guess air would be able to come in, or else they wouldn't be able to breathe, huh? Oh my god. She's got a fucking fire laser in there. Oh my god. I love that he's holding the slime now. Gotta give it a better view, you know? Again, these are some pretty fucking sharp rocks. I love the play-by-play and the color commentary. Red Lotus Queen, alright. Is this metal? What? Tungsten. Jesus Christ, you just casually dropped this? Y'all can just make tungsten? You may be rotten. She just really gotta like, yeah. What is... Oh my god! She curved the bullet! Damn. She's only using one element though. She's a dual caster, ain't she? Mmm.
まあぶっちゃけ正解です。ロット様、ご無礼を。
Oh, she's taking his move.
兄さんのミニオンズのコピーだね。行きなさい。
Except it's not monkeys. Whew, it's getting all smoky in here. Damn. Oh, I never thought I'd have to use this against a commoner. Oh my god. Holy shit, she's firing a fucking laser beam at you. Holy shit, dude, that could literally fucking kill her. Holy shit. I'm gonna bore a fucking hole through you. Alright, you should be telling your opponent that. I was thinking about like just digging a ground, but I just stay right where you are. Why are you whining that? I know, she's... I was thinking, I was like... How dare you! A referee stop. I just also, you know, these are wireless headsets too. They've got Bluetooth out here. What a defeat, huh? The princess? Misha? Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. The same thing. No matter what happens, don't give up. God, they just keep swearing to God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't fucking ask her for if she wants more. Your slime? Or... You're my new familiar now, huh? My new father. Thane just took it with him, just alright. I think this is the first dual version that the both of them do. Alright, I'm going to go right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 5 of I'm in Love with the Villainess. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty alright episode. I feel the same way that I feel from last episode, except without the cheese. Not saying that that's bad, whether like with cheese or not. There are some things that I do enjoy with the cheese. This one gives me that similar feeling, and I do, I will say that in terms of like magical fights and stuff, not really, for me, the idea of anime fights, right? Anime battles or whatever, I don't really care too much about it. Not really my forte, not really to my taste for the most part, especially if it's like some super epic anime fight with like big bangs and flashes and everything, right? I don't particularly care about it. I don't really get hype over it, but I can recognize that I think that it was a good fight, and here in this anime, in this episode, I mean, the fights are rather they're mages, right? So they're They're kind of over here with their dingy little wands, being like, yeah, I'm gonna cast my spell on you. and it's just so funny to me, just because it's so not cool. that's the most that I can say in terms of like this whole fucking fighting sequence. And I mean, the most that really came into mind is the idea of this really feels like a fucking Pokemon battle. I mean, we've got like all these names of like the spells and stuff, you know, oh, she's using this, he's using that. And so it's yeah, it's kind of it's pretty meh. And again, it's even the music is at points, it really just sounds like we're out here in a fucking Pokemon battle. The only one that I kind of see in terms of like battles where it doesn't feel like it's a turn-based battle was between you and Thane, and that's because Thane is coming in for a magic strength build. He's out here enhancing himself with his wind power, and he's just fucking punching and kicking people. Fantastic, by the way, fantastic. So the battle between Thane and you really feels like, you know, Thane is actually going about doing shit after all this, and we get the fight between something like Misha and Rod. They're just magic users, so they're just flinging magic at each other. You know, I do this, and then you do that, right? It's your turn, it's my turn. It's your turn, it's my turn. It's turn-based. And I'm like, okay, you know, maybe if we're like playing the game that Rei was, you know, that Rei was playing before she gets transferred into this game, that would have been okay. But like, when we're at this point, it's kind of, it's not really my thing, right? But I was thinking about like, how Pokemon does it, because Pokemon is not turn-based, but it is turn-based, right? It's their turn, your turn, their turn, your turn. It's been a very long time since I've seen Pokemon, so like I can't particularly remember how they kind of do it. All I remember is that, you know, trainers say like, oh, Pikachu, do this, right? Use Thunder Shock or whatever, and then they do it. It's I think the flow of Pokemon does it a little bit better, but again, you know what, I'll just scratch all that word that I just said about Pokemon. It's just that I have not seen Pokemon in a long time, so I haven't really seen combat that is turn-based and then it's being translated into anime form. Yeah, I don't really have any other examples that I can bring up, and like, again, the only example that I know of is something that I haven't seen in many years, so... Yeah, so yeah, it's, you know, this whole fight between Misha and Rod. Like, Rod is just a one-trick pony. He only does minions. Which they did say that his magic is intermediate, but he basically has, like, a limitless well of mana of magic, so he can just keep fucking going at it. And that's exactly why Misha lost, because... You know, I will say, if Rod was planning on this is what he was going to do with Misha, you know, it's a good thing he stopped, or else he just kept going. She fucking faints, and then his fire gets through her fucking barrier and just fucking roast her. God, the fucking intensity in this, in these, like, magic battles and shit, where it's like, my god, you is just tossing sharp, icy objects at Thane. And I was just like, man, that's kind of dangerous. Like, you think could really fucking cut somebody. Could really stab people with this shit. And then the same goes with, like, Rod and Misha. I'm just like, dude, you could literally just choke her out and then fucking roast her. Hold on, I do want to see this, because I thought it was interesting the way that Misha's wind magic is an offensive type that channels her magic into sound to attack a target. It's called Siren. Okay. So funny that, like, that the thing that makes us even feel even more between the battle and Rod and Misha, even more like a turn-based, is the fact that the both of them kind of just stood there. Right? They didn't really... they didn't really move or anything. They just stood there. And then we had the battle between Rei and Claire, and I thought that was a bit better than Rod and Misha's battle, right? They're actually, well, not Rei, but Claire, you know, Claire's actually going about moving a little bit, you know, she has a little flair with her, as she says. Gotta be a little artistic with your magic. And then, you know, with her standing there with, like, the flame behind her and everything, I thought that was pretty nice. Right, as she says here, when you're a noble, even your magic must be artistic. And she's just over here, hands on her hip and her, her wand up in the air. Very funny, dude. And then she does it again. Very funny. Then there's the fact that Rei can just, like, create tungsten. Just from out of nowhere, like, out of midair. I mean, at least they probably won't need to mine, right? Unless the tungsten only lasts for, like, a little bit, right? She just summons it. It doesn't last forever, and it vanish. If that's the case, that's understandable. They still need to mine tungsten. Surely I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make tungsten. Ooh! Easy peasy, yeah. And speaking of the danger, Claire is out here using her special move, and she just fucking does a magic rain. She just fucking, holy shit, dude. Like, the only thing that's missing out of that magic ray is after she does that, the line of explosion happens. Like, oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And she's just over here like, yeah, you've seen my special move now. Even though I can only use it a few times, you better give up now. I'm like, okay, you should be, Claire, you shouldn't be bragging about this. You shouldn't be telling your opponent about the fact that you can only use it a number of times. If you say that, like, and then any other opponent that isn't right, it'd just be like, okay, you know, it seems like that thing can only go for a straight line. I'm just gonna sidestep it. Oh, sidestepping, oh my god. Sidestepping truly is the most powerful move of all time. And then towards the end, we just see that Rei could have just done this whole entire time, where she just puts Claire into a really deep hole. Which, you know, if this was a yandere thing, it would be a completely whole different sort of spiel. But yeah, we see that Rei could have just done this whole time. Because, like, the first thing I thought about was when she encased Claire into that, into, like, the whole barrier thing, and she had to melt it away. I was thinking, like, you know, was she doing that? Rei could just, like, dig herself into a hole. And do what? You know, do a little sneak attack. But Rei wasn't really on the offensive. She was only on the defensive just because she wanted to see Claire, you know, show off her moves and such. But here she is, seeing that, oh shit, Claire's out here trying to fucking kill me with firing a fucking fire laser at me. Jesus Christ. Gonna put her in this hole. I will say, come on now, Claire. If you use your fire magic fast enough, big enough, maybe you could just propel yourself off out of the ground. So one of the things that also bothers me in terms of this turn-based feel type of fighting is the wand. Right? I've been kind of noting about, like, the way that they hold the wand. It's pretty funny, but the thing is that you can really see it in this in these fights with these characters, and that the wand, despite them talking about, like, oh, the wand has the magic stone and, you know, that activates the magic or whatever, it feels like the wand is simply just a prop instead of an extension of their body. That's, I believe, I also have not watched Harry Potter in a while, but my freshest memory is from Hogwarts Legacy. And you can kind of see in Hogwarts Legacy the way that they move the wand. Very exaggerated. It feels very much like it's a part of their body. A lot of people who draw magicians with wands and stuff, they kind of take inspirations from conductors. If you ever see conductors and the way that they fucking move their hands and everything, right? It's very exaggerated. On the beat too, yeah, of course, it's a conductor, right? Very exaggerated and everything, just the way that they do it, it makes it feel like the conductor is using that he's not technically, they're not technically holding a wand, but, you know, it's like, it feels like that wand is a part of their body. And so the issue that I have with this with these fights between these magicians and all that, they're just holding their wand like this, right? Or like they're putting it up in the air. They're just like, yeah, right? Or here in this case with Thane is just like, it just looks like this wand is getting in the way for him. It really looks like he could just stick this in his pocket or something so he can just use both hands instead because he's going for a magic strength build. But like, he can only punch with one hand because the other hand that he's got to hold his wand for. And it's, yeah, I think that's, I'd finished recording this, but like, I was just thinking more about it because I was thinking a little bit more about, you know, Harry Potter and how Harry Potter, in terms of the world. Kids fighting over Hogwarts and stuff, right? They have magic battles, and I think that's... Okay, I'm looking at this now, too. Even Yu is just, like, holding his wand up in the air, just like, yeah! And it's just like, again, it just really feels like the wand is just a prop and not an extension of their body. And during the whole fight too, in my head, I was thinking, I'm like, maybe you guys should just, you know, stick the magic stone in like something else instead of a fucking wand, because it kind of looks like this is more of a problem for you guys than it is, than it is something that is for you guys to flow your magic through or whatever. You could probably just stick it on a ring or something. And which I was thinking about that in the opening with like Thane and his like his fucking knuckles, right? His little brawler knuckles and everything. I don't know, maybe he did have magic stones stuck on that. He's probably just like, yeah, this is so much more efficient. Like, y'all could have just had gloves with magic stones on and just do whatever you fucking want with your hands instead of having to hold this wand and like, alright, I have to, and they're holding it like this and stuff too, right? They're I still can't get over the way that they hold their wand. It's, I don't know, I just think it's so inconvenient. They're just holding it like this. They're just like, ah-ya! Like, and then when they do hold it like this, they're just like, yeah! Or as Claire does it, right? She does it with a little bit of flair, hands on her hip, yeah! I cannot, dude. I cannot. Again, like, here in this point, Thane could literally just toss his fucking magic wand aside, just rip the stone off. Because it seems like that's really the only thing that they need. Hold on, I do want to see this part of the fight, just to see. Yeah, it's just, see, this, Ron is just, alright, hold on. How is this guy holding his... No, it's like that. And he's holding it like this. Right? His middle finger is pointing out. He's holding it with such flair. Like this. He's yeah. Yeah, he's just holding it in the air, and I'm just like, okay. Yeah, and then Misha, when Misha does it, right? She kind of just holds it like that, and it's just like, all right, here's my wand. Oh, God. Yeah, Rod just continuously holds it. And then the way that she holds it here, it's like this. What? God, they're just switching positions all the time. I don't even understand why you're holding it like this. It just looks like the wand's ready to just bounce right off you. Oh, man. You know, I am glad to actually have to go back here and just, you know, talk about this point with like the whole wand holding thing. Interesting that like they show her holding like that in the next scene, right? And also, I mean, there's also the inconsistency of like the animation and like the art quality as well. I mean, you can kind of see it the way that they drew her head. It's like that's like a different shape head, isn't it? Hold on. No, I think she's still a little bit more like, God, now that I'm looking at the facial structure. Oh my God. Yeah, it's still it's still a little same-ish. It's just that they're missing that little bump. It's just, all right. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the wand holding. But yeah, like even when she's just defending, she's just kind of like holding it. And like, there's no, right, again, it's just a prop that they're holding. Like they just need it. in order to channel their magic, but it's not an extension of their body, and that's the unfortunate thing, right? It's like I think that would have made these battles just a little bit better, because at the very least you can get some sort of flair out of them, right? Because when you see Harry Potter, you know, they're fighting. I'm not talking about like Harry Potter character, right? The series, and like when they're doing magic battles, they're very exaggerated, right? You know, they're just doing like Le Flipendo and all that, right? It's very exaggerated movements, and here it's just. Alright, I don't want to shout it. Here's which is I think which is also why I kind of like the whole thing with Claire a little bit better, just because she's like, she does it just with a little bit of flair, right? It's still the same wand holding up, but she's just got her hands on the hip, and I think that's very funny. I mean, even Rei is just like, haha, haha, wand up in the air, haha. I use my magic. And then here's Claire, haha! One up in the air! So, you know, one up in the air, and then she does, like, that one movement of just, like, throwing it forward, which is, like, okay. Right? It's like, ha! I use my magic wand to create a flame barrier! Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, that's still so funny, just her doing that with the flame dance. That is very funny. Hi-ya! Oh man. One, she's holding it like she would, like with like one single chopsticks. That's what it looks like, right? She's holding it, it's like the way that you would kind of hold a pencil, but also not really. Right? Like it's like chopstick holding, the first chopstick. Yeah, she's holding it like this. And then just back up in the air. Okay, well, that's pretty much all this stuff there. Hold on. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I think Thane is actually punching with both hands, right? Yeah, he is. He's literally just holding his wand like that and just punching. You know what? That wand could also be used as a dagger. Just the way that he holds it. Just stab him. Just stab him with a magic stone. But I feel like it didn't really get too much of a look at you, other than just you holding his wand up. Yeah, a little up down motions. It's you know, it's certainly there, right? It's just not enough flair, because like magic battles, it's not just the magic, right? It's the magic users who does it as well. That's what creates the flair. That's what gets you a little like ooh, you know. Yeah, that's kind of like the same movement that Rei does, right? It just except Rei just takes a little step forward and all that. All right, that's all I have. That's all I have. But yeah, towards the end of this, everybody got in. Who would have freaking thought? Everybody that we saw, they got into the student council. Oh my god! And so the bet that they were making, right, that Claire wanted to impose on Rei yet again. Really trying to get her to get out of this academy, but we have it once more, right? Claire lost, Rei won, and Rei's what Rei wants Claire to do is, no matter what happens, don't give up, right? And Claire's just like, well, you already made me do that, and she's just like, well, fucking do it again. If you get the third time they do this, she's gonna say it again. Don't give up. Third time's the charm, right? Well, you know what? I suppose she is doing what Rei tells her to do, right? Don't give up, which is Claire trying again and trying to kick Rei out. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna get you expelled from this academy eventually. Oh yeah. We have the same thing. It's like, whatever happens, don't give up. And it's just like, okay, what is this thing that's going to happen? Who knows, right? Who knows? I do enjoy the fact that Thane looked at the slime and was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to him. He's holding on to him throughout like the rest of the battle between Rei and Claire. I thought that was pretty cute, right? He's just like, all right, you get the high ground now. You get to see it in a, you get to see in a higher position. You know, get to see your two moms, I guess, right? The two people that you're literally named after. And eventually, I love that Thane just walks away with the slime. He's just like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Fun, dude, fun. I love it. You know, maybe Thane does have a soft spot for animals, huh? But that is pretty much all I wanted to say about this episode. It's just a big Pokemon battle. But we're going to continue with the not the exam, but we're gonna continue with the whole night stuff. Right? They're gonna do their duties or something, I guess. So we'll just have to see what's going to happen there. And hopefully we get out of the feeling of me feeling like these are just alright episodes so far. You know, they're not really bad in particular, but like they're very just alright episode, right? They're not good, they're not bad. But if we have it 3 times in a row, I don't know. We'll just have to see though. Well, we will just have to see. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.